Hi everyone and good morning. I am going to be doing just a little bit of makeup today for you guys. I already have tinted SPF on, that's why my skin looks a little bit more glowier. But I'm just gonna start out and go in with some foundation. I have been loving the e.l.f. Satin Foundation right now. It goes on like it says, satin, feels so lightweight and it's buildable. But because I'm just going to work today, I'm not gonna do like full coverage, but I do want to put a little bit of foundation on. My tinted SPF does cover, but we just want a little bit more coverage today. So I'm just blending this with the Morphe brush. It's number M106. The new Morphe brush line is amazing. I've always been a fan of the Morphe brushes in general, but the new collection is so good. And now we're just doing the other side. A little tip when you're doing your foundation, put it like there normally and then blend it inwards and then out. You get the most coverage doing it that way. I always blend this down on my neck and on my chest to make everything match because foundation is done. Now we're gonna go in with the NYX Wonder Stick in the shade Fair just to contour my face up. I love a more cool toned bronzer and contour. I think it looks way better on people with like lighter eyes, like hazel blue. I think it just looks so cute. I'm gonna bring it down here just to kind of chisel out my jawline and a little on the bottom of my lip. When I do it that way, I feel like it makes my lip look a little bit bigger. Then I'm just taking a Real Technique brush and I'm just pushing the product into my skin to make it all seamless. But the NYX Wonder Stick has definitely been a staple in my routine for a very long time actually. And I blend the neck down and back and down. There is something so satisfying about waking up early. I already did about 30 minutes of cardio. I cleaned up my kitchen a little bit. It's nice to feel productive in the morning, I will say that. I really want to start getting up at like 5:30 in the morning and be that girl, but baby steps we're taking, guys, baby steps. And we're just blending. I feel like my face today, when I woke up, just feels puffier. I did get my Invisalign, so if I'm talking a little bit funnier, sorry guys. I haven't had like retainers in my mouth since I got my braces off, which was like years and years ago. So if I sound like I'm lisping a little bit more. All right, now I'm gonna go in with just the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This color matches my skin tone a little bit more. It's not going to brighten. We're just going to use a color that matches more of my skin today. If you wanted to, you can always take a lighter concealer like right here, and then the normal shade concealer that matches more your skin tone on the outer, and you could blend that together too. It matches great. And then I am gonna start out blending my concealer out with a brush, but then I'm gonna go back in with a sponge just to kind of make sure everything is seamless. I do love blending out my concealers with brushes better than a sponge. I used to be a die-hard sponge fan, but I think that it takes away some of the coverage, so I always love to start out with blending out my concealer with a brush first, and I make sure that I get the placement correct and as precise as I wanted to, and then I'll go back in with the beauty blender just to like blend out some of that. All right, now where's my beauty blender? Now I'm just gonna take that beauty blender like I said, and I'm just bouncing very quickly. I'm not like thinking too much into it, and then it just kind of creates this to be less like highlight and then contour. It blends it more seamlessly for me. All right guys, now I'm gonna go in with the NARS liquid blush in the shade Orgasm. I am just going to apply it right there. I love this shade. It's such a cute pinky color. And I'm just gonna take my fingers and I'm just gonna start to blend this out, and I tap it in kind of like circular motions. I couldn't say the word, motions. It's such a pretty baby pink. I'm gonna go on the other side, bring some on the bridge of my nose, whatever's left over. Then I'm gonna take that beauty blender, not washing it off, and I'm just gonna bounce it back in, just like that. A little bit on the nose. Now I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced bronzer. I'm using the shade, I don't even know what shade this is. It says Chocolate Soleil, so I'm assuming it's Chocolate Soleil, but it looks like this. And I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to re-go over anywhere where I cream contoured with this bronzer. It smells like chocolate as well. It smells so good. I love Too Faced products as well. They're so great. And I'm just blending this a little bit down, a little on my jawline, a little on my nose. That I am going to go in. Where is it? I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty powder. I'm gonna be using the Cherry Blossom today. To set my under eyes, I'm gonna go in with a Real Technique brush as well, just like a flat brush, and I'm going to put this under my eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna go in just with the NARS powder bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the NARS Blush in the shade Orgasm Rush to put on. I'm gonna be using the Morphe M164 brush, and I'm just gonna go over my cheekbones and a little bit onto my temples. Not doing too much blush like I normally would. I'm definitely a blush girl, but we're just gonna keep it light today. Add some on the bridge of my nose and up. Now for the eyes, I'm not gonna do too much, but I'm just gonna take that Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm just gonna take a flat, fluffy dome brush, and I'm just gonna carve out the crease of my eyes. I did get my lashes filled Saturday, so I don't really do too much to my eyelids when I first get them filled, just because I love the way my lashes look. So I'm just gonna go in that crease and do windshield wiper motions just to kind of add a little bit more dimension to my eyes. Just like that. Nothing crazy. Very demure and work related makeup. All right, and for lips today, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Salty Cocoa. This has been my favorite for a hot minute. And then I'm also gonna go in, I believe this is Wet n Wild. It's Summer Peach. Who is this by? I believe this is Wet n Wild, but the shade is Summer Peach, so I'm not 100% sure, honestly, because it kind of faded. I'm gonna go in on top and blend it just like this, and then I'm gonna go in with that Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, and I'm gonna lock all this in. This look is so simple. It literally took me about 6-7 minutes to do this. Anybody can do it. It's very cute. It's very natural looking. You can definitely do a little bit more eyeshadow if you wanted to. I didn't even do my brows because I do have them microbladed and shaded, and my boss cleaned them up for me, so I'm not going to do much to them. I do need to brush out these lashes so while I'm talking to you guys, but this is the makeup of the day. Please like and subscribe and have a great day.